Hi, it's Chris at Sculptress Design Nail Studio. Today's video is all about Amore's brand new color shift, and I'm going to just show you quickly how to use it, and we're going to do this awesome dragon design. And I'll show you how I did the background as well as the how color shift does the dragon scales and how I did the eye. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to do is figure out where I'm going to lay the dragon down. And for that, I'm going to use this great green. I've used neon green, neon yellow. You can use whatever kind of colors you'd like, of course, in the background. But let's just go through, and it's just very random. Okay, I've done a quick cure on the background of the dragon, and now I'm going to do the kind of fantasy skyline that's shown here. And so I'm just going to take a bunch of the colors, and this is done very quickly. You don't need to mix or do anything, you just kind of need to pop them on. Now we're going to be playing with the color shift, and the first thing I'm going to do, well actually, let me just point this out. I'm not wiping off the dispersion layer here, I'm leaving it on, and I'm going to grab some of the black diamond, and very thin layer is going to be applied. And so I'll just see if I can get this in focus. So I'm just going to go super thin, and I'm just going to go in. And this is really fun. When you go and grab some, using this amount will make the bigger dots. Using smaller, almost nothing on the brush makes just the tiniest, most beautiful little dots. And so let's just see if we can get going with that. Okay, so grab a little bit on my brush, and I'm just going to start dropping it. Now we'll put it in the light and cure it. While that's curing, I just wanted to show you a couple tips that I did, just so you can see how different the effects are. So the one that I'm doing for the dragon eye is quite a subtle effect, but you can see the more dramatic effect here. This is with a few different layers, so that's really neat. This is with a neon yellow with black. This one I did a little different. I actually put the color down, and then I pulled some of the color shift on in a brush, and then pulled the black over top, and that's what happened. So that was really neat too. This one here is with a really beautiful neon tangerine in the back. And then I used white over top, and it's kind of hard to see in the camera, but it's just all shimmery underneath. Looks like a creamsicle. I love that one. This one here is another kind of subtle effect, and then I've done some artwork on top, but I've actually put multiple colors underneath. So I have lavender chiffon and ocean burst. I use these a lot. If anyone's watched my other videos, they're kind of my favorites. So as you can see, these new Elite Neons are so pigmented. They're just great. So the first thing that we're going to start with is the black. The other thing I'm going to do is just to do a little bit of outlining on the outside of the dragon. If you wanted the scales to be more noticeable, then we can definitely, you can outline them. I kind of like that subtle look. I'm just going to show you what it looks like. Okay, so that's what it looks like at the bottom. And now we're just going to add some white highlights and the little stars in the fantasy sky. So I'm going to grab just a little touch of white, and that's a little too much, so I can just take a bit off. And you can do some highlights on the eyes. Okay, so we're gonna add the little stars, and what I did was just do a quick cure on that part, and then I wiped the dispersion layer off on these parts because as we all know, painting on that kind of makes it flare out, and we definitely want these to be sharp little lines. We're just gonna drop it on, clean the brush. Okay, we're done our stars. So I'm going to pop that in the light. Okay, quick option at the end is to grab the white gold. If you're ever doing a design and you find that, you know, it's gotten a little too dark, this kind of color, this white gold, is great for lightening the whole design up. So now you can see it's kind of broken the black up a little bit. So I'm just going to pop it back in the light. Okay, so I have pulled a thin coat of top gloss on top of the nail. I've left a lot of the texture because I think that's cool. And that's the design. Hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you in another video soon. Thanks for joining me.